Welcome back, everybody, to part 4 of Planet Zoo. And in this episode, well, I guess first, it's still in the beta, but right now it's actually not in beta, so it's a little bit confusing. But this is my last video in Planet Zoo beta, and this is going to be completing the project. So the next episode, or the next video of Planet Zoo, will actually be today, a couple hours later, where it's just going to be the cinematic, and then we're gonna have the POV of the train ride, and those are gonna be in one episode later on today. So this is just gonna be the final time-lapse build, and when it comes back in November 5th, which is only a couple weeks away actually right now, we will be going into franchise mode. So we'll be not doing a little project, but an actual franchise. So it'll be a little bit different than what we've been doing in other series and stuff like that. Series. But what we are doing in this episode is, you probably can see right now, we are searching the animal market and the animal trade center, and we are placing down all the animals. But that goes without doing the scenery, so we have to do all the scenery for the exhibits, and that's actually not going to be too much work. I did do the tutorial, and it really wasn't that much work. It was just a little bit confusing since I didn't know how to do anything. So now I know how to do everything. I know how to check on the animals and make sure I know what they want. So the strategy I did for this is I let a couple animals get placed down, and now that a couple animals are in, I have the zebras, elephants, and giraffes, and a lot more are coming. I just paused the game so that it wouldn't be lagging as much, and then I took it and I went through the animals' little thought bubbles, and I made sure that they were happy with the exhibit, and then as more came in, I kept doing this, and then eventually the exhibit grows to what it will be at the end of the video. And by the way, we will not have a cinematic shot at the end of this video. It'll just be the overview thing, the overview video and the POV. So nothing special for this episode, but we do have a good amount of stuff going in, as I already said. So we're basically going to be scening, I think that's how you say it, scening both of the exhibits, and we'll be jumping around all over this episode. But another thing you will be seeing a lot in this episode is the encyclopedia, or it might be the Zoopedia. I don't remember what it's called, but it's this thing right here, and basically it's the list of all of the animals, and you can go into it and see what all they need. So it shows you all their enrichment items, what animals they're compatible with, all of that stuff that is important in a build like this. So all of that is in here as well. So we're using that a lot, and then we're going based off of their thoughts. And as we theme this, I can't really get my thoughts out right now. As we theme this, we can look at some other things, like we are going to be doing the franchise mode, as I already said, but for the break that's going to be between Planet Zoo and the non-release, like the non-playable time, we're not going to be doing Planet Zoo, and I don't want to say that Planet Zoo is going to take over everything. Planet Coaster is obviously what I like to do, and I've said that already, but Planet Zoo, we still have Golden Gulch going on, and that's not stopping. We have a good amount of stuff still to do in that, and along with this, we have Parkitect. So actually, Tuesday, the next Parkitect episode will be coming out. It's been a while, but it has been recorded. It's just Planet Zoo came in at this one time in beta, so it was a limited access, and I really wanted to get what I could out of the beta before it got taken away from me. So Tuesday we'll be having the Parkitect, and then that following Saturday we'll be back to Golden Gulch. But I don't really know how my uploading schedule and all that stuff will be going with another game inserted into the mix. So now we got like 3 games now, so we got a good amount of stuff going on, and it's a little bit hard to keep track of, so just bear with me just a little bit. But still, Golden Gulch and Planet Zoo are going to take the main spotlight even when Planet Zoo is dropped completely. So just be aware of that. But we are still in Planet Zoo right now, and we will not be giving up on Planet Zoo. We will be coming to it when it is dropped. I just wanted to let you guys know that the other stuff is not gone, and I plan to actually bring that really back. It's gonna be back. It's gonna come back really soon, I guess you could say. And this is gonna be now going back to the video where all the problems start to happen. So you just saw that there was a lion outside of its exhibit, and This is another part where I use this Zoopedia thing, a little booklet that I have to get everything to work right. So basically, the walls were too short, and I didn't know that. So they were able to jump out and over, and that could have been very dangerous. So luckily, I took care of that. I caught it very well, or very fast, I guess you could say. And we started to theme that area, and then this happened. So I played around with this one. I got a screenshot of this. I thought it was really cool, but now it kind of poses a threat to the wooden barriers. I don't know if they're actually gonna work much, like, or work well for bigger animals, since you just saw that this elephant just broke through this barrier here. So I don't know. It might just be that it's because it's a bigger animal that it was able to do that. But that is not the end of our problems. If you just caught that little glimpse, that giraffe died. Sadly, it died, and I don't know why. It just died. That's all I can say, really. I think it was just poor healthcare, just because I was building, so I really wasn't paying attention to much things. And sometimes I was playing, sometimes it wasn't. And it really took a long time for it to get rid of, decompose, I guess. So if you might catch that whenever it's playing, it slowly decomposes, which is kind of weird. I did call the vet a bunch to try and get it removed. It wasn't working, so I don't know how to actually do that, so I just let it decompose. Sadly, it happened, but we just kind of went with it. It is a simulation, so things like that are bound to happen. But that's just a little bit of things that went wrong in the building of this, not to mention that a bunch of other things went wrong, especially in the first episode of this series. So we've been improvising a lot in this series, but now we are pretty much nearing the end of this episode. We're doing the scenery on the outside of the exhibit now for the people, so we got benches and the oh so important donation machines where we can earn money. So those things are going in right now, and we're going to be doing some final detailing, making sure all the animals are happy, satisfied, and all of our animals are actually in the exhibit. And then along with that, checking up on the rest of the zoo just a little bit. You'll see really jumps, like just right there where it jumped to the other side of the zoo for some reason, just to check on a different animal. So we're just doing that right now, nothing too crazy. The scenery is about done. We got the rest of the lion exhibit to theme, or not theme, but like get together, because it's not really theming. It's more that must needs, or the needs of the animals. So I don't know really what to call that, because it's not really theming. It's more just placing down the necessities, I guess. So the food trays and the water and all that stuff, and the enrichment. So that should be about do it for this episode. And there it is again, the trumpet, or not the trumpet, wow, the elephant broke through the barrier again. But with all of this happening, we are 100% done with this project here. So thank you guys so much for watching this series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys are excited for Planet Zoo, where we will be doing franchise in a couple of weeks. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching this series, and make sure to have an amazing day.